This video is brought to you by Hit Point Press and their Big Bad Booklet series. Hello and welcome to the Gallant Goblin. Today we have a little box from WizKids to open up. Keep in mind that everything in here we'll have full reviews of in the coming days, so be on the lookout for those. First of all though, I want to thank WizKids for sending us this to review. I'm not sure what it is, but we'll find out. So let's go ahead, open it up and take a look. Alright, looks like we've got some premium painted figures to start with. These are Icons of the Realms premium figures. I think this is wave 6 if I'm not mistaken. Starting off with a very cute halfling fighter here. It's a little bit tough to see through the packaging, but we will definitely give you full looks of these very soon. A little full armored halfling, adorable. Could also be a gnome, I'm sure. That's adorable. I haven't seen one like that before. I like that. Next we have an elf rogue here, very colorful outfit. Oops, not that one over. You can see that one there. Super colorful elf rogue. That's a really interesting one too. You could do something, kind of a wintry Icewind Dale theme to this one, I think, which might be good for your Icewind Dale adventures. Here we have a Tabaxi rogue. I can never have too many Tabaxi. This is almost has, I don't know, for some reason it's reminding me of kind of an Egyptian theme. Maybe the little gold accents on him. But that's also a very nice one. Alright. What else we got? There's a lot of them in here. The human monk. Oh, this one's got doing a flying sidekick, which is a very unique pose that I've never seen before. That is super cool. We got some purring kittens in the background here. All right, next we have, oh, I remember this one. This is the Water Genasi Druid. This is one that I got unpainted, and I think I may have given a shot at painting him a long time ago. I'm not sure if I ever finished him, but he's got a very cool, large wave effect that you can have coming up on his back. If you want to put it on the base, you certainly don't have to if you don't want to, but that really cool wave effect can really make this a unique mini. So yeah, that one's super cool. I remember that one from the unpainted Nolzur's days. This one has a cool effect as well. Oh, and a massive, cool hammer. This is a dwarf cleric. You got like burning hands going on. Really nice big war hammer. If you can see that there. That one's also a very unique figure. I'm gonna run out of space to put these. I have to figure something out here. All right, moving ahead. This is the human cleric. Looks like a female human cleric. Very regal look to it, as you can see here. The red, the shield, the mace. And I don't see any particular religious symbol on the shield. It almost looks like she's wearing a crown as well. It's a little hard to tell through there, but she looks like she could be just a queen. But yeah, that can certainly, it doesn't have to be a cleric. That could easily be a fighter or similar. All right. Next we have a tiefling rogue. Very daggers, short swords, I think. Either long daggers or short swords right behind the back there. Just ready to pounce on someone for some sneak attack damage if you can see that through the plastic. Some of these darker minis are a little bit harder to make out. But that's a very cool tiefling. Nice coloring too with the deep purple. Oops. All right, moving ahead. This one is Fire Genasi Wizard. I remember this one too because this was a very unique one with the floating arcane eye that hovers over the mini. I never knew how to paint this. I remember seeing it in the Nolzur's line and wondering what on earth do you do with this eye. So it's kind of cool to be able to see one that's been pre-painted here. Also with the fiery hair, with the Fire Genasi hair, the fiery spell effect in the hand, the staff. That one's amazing. No one will ever forget that mini if you have that as your PC mini. And I think this is our last D&D mini. This is an elf wizard with a blue theme to it. Lightning effects coming out there. I think that you could definitely maybe have this one as an ice mage, kind of Icewind Dale character if you wanted to. I know that's lightning coming out, but it could be whatever you want it to be. If you want this to be your Elsa stand-in, go for it. That's an awesome one. Okay, I'm going to have to start stacking these in front of each other. So that's our D&D minis, but from the look of here, we got something else. Pathfinder. This is, I think, Pathfinder Wave 2 minis. So a lot of these are, especially for the PCs, they're pretty similar, right? Like PC minis, fighters, clerics, you know, it's all pretty similar. Paladins versus champions for 2nd edition. And speaking of which, this is a female elf champion, which translates to paladin in D&D. Just the champions in Pathfinder. You can be a champion of an evil deity if you want to, in which case you're not a paladin. You're I forget what they call it, maybe an anti-paladin. But depending on what your alignment of your god is, determines kind of what your title is. But you're all champions of some sort of god. So that one's really cool. It's also got, it's a little hard to tell because it's in the back, but like a blue translucent sword, a flinging cape. I don't remember seeing this one before, so this one's really cool. All right, that's an awesome mini. Next we have, oh my god, that's the biggest fire effect I've seen. Female human cleric. I don't even know what's happening here. Look at that fire effect. I'll show you the picture on the back of the box. So you can get another look at it. But there's a massive fire effect coming off the whatever weapon that is. I can't even tell. It looks like, I have no idea. I have no idea what's going on there. But it's just huge. It looks like a sword on the actual mini. But she also, I think it's just coming out of her hand, honestly. If you look there, I think it's just she got her other hand over her head and she's just swirling fire around with it. So that one's super unique as well. All right. Here we have our male half-orc druid. Ooh, with a tentacle thing coming out. The keyleth horns on the head. I've never seen a mini like this either. I love getting these lesser used races as well. So getting a half-orc is fantastic. Yeah, with the kind of, you can see on the packaging here too, the leaf-themed clothing with the antlers. I've never seen a half-orc druid mini. If you've ever seen one, let me know, but that might be the first one I've ever seen. All right, male gnome sorcerer, so tiny. Half of it is a spell effect. Look at that, super tiny little gnome. Tilly wants attention over there. I like the little beard on the gnome as well. The kind of slightly larger head on the gnome. That one's also super cool. All right, a couple more. Here we have a female human bard holding a lute, a fancy cape, a sword in one hand. You can kind of see it's a little hard. I know it's a little hard to see the lute behind the back. Here's a picture on the back of the box. So you can get a better sense of it. We'll have to get these out of the packaging and show you them in the full round table magic. Here we have female half-elf swashbuckler with a crossbow and a sword. Swashbucklers are an amazing class in D&D. I want to say it's not one of the core classes. I think it's in the Advanced Player's Guide, if I'm not mistaken. If I am mistaken, I'll correct it in the video description down below. But how many minis do we get with crossbows, really, honestly? Only a couple. So if you have a crossbow-wielding character, I know I like to put one on some of my spellcasters will have a crossbow to use in a pinch. So that one's super cool as well. A lot of little details on this one, too. And I think that may be, besides a little bubble wrap and a little more bubble wrap, that's all we got for today. So we will get these opened up. We'll do 2 different videos, one for the Pathfinder minis and one for the D&D minis here in the coming days. I'll try to get these out to you quick. They don't take too long to film these. But thank you again to WizKids for sending them to us to review with you. And thank you to the sponsor of this video, Hit Point Press, and their Big Bad Booklet series, a monthly zine about boss monsters for 5th edition. This month, come meet Exaxia, an arachnid thorn witch with a hypnotizing scent used to lure her prey. Can you escape Exaxia's 8-legged clutches? Or will you find yourself in a thorny situation? Subscribe today at bigbads.com. Just a reminder, too, that Sirens Battle of the Bards only has a little bit more than a week left on Kickstarter. Grady and I are on the writing team. And here's a message from Satine Phoenix just for you.
Hey, little goblins, Satine Phoenix here, and I'm really excited to tell you about thebardbook.com. It's a book about bards, written by bards. 2 of them, in fact, are your very own Theo and Grady, one of my favorite bards. to one of my favorite bards. So go to thebardbook.com. It is in Kickstarter right now. It's called Sirens Battle of the Bards. It takes place in the city of Salvata. So come visit Salvata by clicking the button. Click it. Buy it now. Kickstarter right now.
Be sure to check out the Kickstarter using the link in the video description down below. Also, don't miss the final parts of our Bard streaming game, A Song for the Shadows, at twitch.tv/gildinglight on Monday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. And come hang out with us at the after show at twitch.tv/thegallantgoblin for a little after party with me and the cast. Liking this video helps us out a lot, and you can always find us on Reddit, Discord, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. And be sure you're subscribed so you can see our full review of these minis and other ones in coming days. But for now, though, please stay safe, have fun, love each other, and I'll see you next time at the Gallant Goblin.